Yes, it's my fault. Those are the most powerful words that ever came out of my mouth. The moment I realized that everything in my life, good or bad, I had responsibility in, that's when my life actually started changing. And I know it's hard to digest in the beginning. I know. To really think that all the bad things that has happened to you, it's your fault, is really hard to digest. And here, the thing is that it's not about saying that it's okay for bad things to happen to you. It's no way of means. I'm not saying that at all. It's not to say that, because I do understand that bad things do happen to good people. Someone was emotionally abusive towards you, you don't deserve that. And that is not your fault. But I say that, yes, it's my fault in a way that if I could take responsibility in the way I can actually react to the situation and how I could turn something that was incredibly negative in my life into something positive, then yes, it's my fault. I want to share a personal story with you guys that I've had a hard time sharing for a long time. Is that when I was really young, I was asked to be dishonest, like say little white lies by various family members, because by me telling the absolute truth and radical honesty would actually hurt the people I cared about. And I held that in me for so long, and I would take no responsibility for that. And it came to the point that I was 30 years old and I've accumulated wealth and accumulated a life that wasn't even mine. It was based on what the society wanted from me, what my family wanted from me, and what people around me wanted from me. Is not what I wanted for myself. And I just kept on blaming it on my childhood. It's like, well, obviously I don't know how to live my true self because I was told to lie. And that's the reason I'm like this. But that was doing me no justice at all because I had such wonderful truth to tell the world. I was not doing anybody justice, including myself. I wasn't able to help people with that kind of attitude. It's when I realized that, yes, it's my fault. Sure, when I was a little girl, I had no choice but to do that because I was living under someone else's roof, but I'm a grown woman. I could pay my own bills. I live on my own. I don't need to abide by other people's rules. I can actually start speaking the truth and being honest with myself and being honest with the people around me. And when I discovered that, it's like, yes, it's my fault for allowing this to happen to me this entire time. That's when I started opening up more. That's when I invested into personal development. That's when I started doing workshops. I started doing coaching. I started doing speaking, and I started speaking my truth. And as a result, I saw that everybody else started changing around me because I took responsibility by saying that, yes, it's my fault. So today, guys, I don't have, I don't have steps or ways, but I want you to do this thing for me. Look at your life and look at all the bad things that's happened. And instead of putting the blame on someone else, I want you to really not necessarily put the blame on yourself, but ask yourself, how could I have done better in the situation? What can I do moving forward? And what can I do to change the situation? Maybe right now you're experiencing something that is not positive in your life. Maybe there are people in your life that is treating you poorly. Maybe you're at a job that you hate. Maybe you're in a country that you hate. Maybe the government situation is not great where you are right now. So before you put the blame on others, ask yourself the question, how can I make the situation better? Because ultimately, you are in charge. Nobody else is. You don't need anybody's permission at all to do the thing that you really want to do. Okay, so at this point, I'm going to walk over to chat to see what you guys have got. If you have any questions, you have any comments, please let me know. I would love to find out. I do see someone beautiful in the chat right now. Miss Latrenda George, so nice to see you, darling. Good morning. Great topic. I know. This topic is amazing and is so close to my heart. And I know it's so controversial in a lot of ways because it's controversial because people do get victimized. You know, people do. I can't, it brings me so much sadness to know that bad things happen to good people and they don't deserve it. And I can't change that from happening to people. I wish I could. I wish I could change your past. I wish I could take away the pain. I wish I could stop bad people from doing bad things to good people. But the reality is I cannot. But what I can change is I could help people take responsibility for their lives and really turn a negative into a positive. You know, a lot of bad things has happened to me in my past too. And I'm not going to hold on to that anymore. You know, I'm not going to wish that things were different. I don't have any regrets. And my entire business that I do right now, that I created, is to help people do just that. You know, to really take responsibility for their life, to take control of their lives. A lot of the work that I do right now with my coaching clients is the fact that I take their ideas that they have for a business and I turn it into a tangible thing, into an actual business that they could make money from. And I wouldn't have been able to do any of that if I allowed myself to be in a situation that I was constantly blaming other people. And it's just no way. Never gonna do that with my life. Anyways, we got Brett. We got Brett in the house. We got Clifford Starks. Hello, Clifford. I can't even say Clifford, not Clifford. Clifford, nice to see you. We got Lynn Scrafton. She's saying taking responsibility is hard, especially when you're angry. I know. And here's the thing, you know, when there's someone else involved and maybe 99% of it is their fault, we still have something to do with it, right? Taking responsibility for your life in a sense that you're taking control of your life, that this is never going to happen to me again. I'm going to raise my standards. This is not going to happen to me. And this person that did something to me, now they have to live with themselves, whatever life that they have. And it's not from a place of like, I wish you ill harm. It's more to do with that, you know, it makes me sad that certain people live the life that they want, that is not good for them. You know, it's hurtful for them and it's hurtful for the people around them. Okay. Lynn, can't control the situation, but you can control the reaction. You can. Yeah, exactly. There are many things in our lives that we cannot control. You know, many things. I walked out this morning. There's like a pile of snow outside right now. And it's just snowing. I can't control the weather. But what I can control is the fact that I'm like, you know, this is awesome. It's cold and I love that. It's great. You know, one of the things that I learned recently that I say a lot is from this motivational speaker called Kyle Cease. He's amazing. I'm so surprised that more people don't know him. In case if you guys don't know who he is, his name is Kyle. First name is Kyle and last name is Cease. And he's like, he has such humor to his motivational content. And one of the things that he always does is he says, there's like a bad situation that happens. And then he says, and I love that. You know, it's just such a great thing. It's like, oh my God, everything is falling apart. And I love that. Because really, my take on this is when you say something like that, you're taking responsibility and saying that, you know what, this sucks right now, what I'm doing. And I love that. I'm going to find a way to make it better. Okay, what else? We got Clifford. Clifford Stark is saying, my dad faced me into, oh my God. Yeah, told me that it's so true, Clifford. So Clifford's saying that when he was 6 years old, his dad told him that if it is a good or bad consequence because of you. You know, I wish more parents would do that. I really do. Clifford, that's amazing what your dad did for you. I wish more parents would do that because I think most parents mean well. and they really want to protect their children from ill harm in this world. And if they did what your dad did, I think I think a lot of people would take responsibility for their life more. So that's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing, Clifford. This is amazing. We got Malco Vindu. Okay, peace and love to you, and you've helped me a lot. Well, I am so happy that I have helped you, and I do wish to continue to help you guys as much as I can. This is my mission in this world. And yesterday I shared my mission. I have one mission and one mission only, and that is to build a world where everyone can embrace who they truly are and live a life that is aligned with their values, however that looks like for you guys. Whether if it's building a multi-million-dollar business and that's what you want, yes, let's do it. If it's being an amazing parent, let's do that. If it's being an amazing friend, let's do that. It's being an amazing executive, let's do that. And that's what I wake up every single morning to do. And it's relentless. I will never stop, ever, 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 ever. And everything else is just, strategies. All right, guys. All right, hello. Don't worry about it. It's in the house too. Anyways, guys, I do have to go because I got to run back home because I got important things to do. And I'll see you guys very soon, okay? Bye-bye.